Hey Muse Makers, we are back here to do a tutorial on how to do some wispy, fun clouds in our sky. I'm using these two colors, just some red and white paint. We're gonna be making some pretty pink clouds. I have two types of brushes. I have this flat brush here, and it's kind of curved at the end, kind of looks like a finger. And then I also have a small round pointy brush, as well as some water in a can and some paper towels to dry off my brushes when I'm washing them. First, we're going to start off by making some really thin wispy clouds with some white paint to get in the swing of things. I want to take my flat brush, just get a little bit of white paint on both sides of my brush, and I'm going to use the tip edge, meaning just the tip, not the full width of the brush, but just the tip of my brush. Just the tip of my brush, and I'm just going to very lightly, using very light pressure, work back and forth. You can see sometimes I'm even missing my canvas. Very wispy. I like to keep the curve of the sky. Once we have our thin white wispy clouds in, we are going to be starting to get some very fluffy wispy clouds. So I'm going to be making a light pink, just grabbing some white and a little bit of red, a nice baby pink. Now I want to make sure to work with a little bit of paint at a time, so I'm going to scrape off most of it off on my paper plate or paper towel. Then I'm going to add a few wispies, kind of the same way I did with the white, sitting on top of the white, not trying to cover up all of it, just throwing a little bit of wispies in there. And to start getting fluffy, we're going to be doing a rounded or circular motion, clockwise, counterclockwise, it really doesn't matter. We're using pretty much just the tip of our brush, but we're going to swirl. We're going to swirl, 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 and use less pressure as we get to the top of our cloud so that it kind of disappears, it dissipates. Swirl, swirl, swirl. Almost like to think of these as little mountain peaks. Maybe you want some wispies kind of out and about. You'll really want to make sure most of the paint is off of your brush. And you'll very, very lightly just wisp in some little pieces of clouds that are floating away. Now I want to be adding some more hot pink clouds. So more red than white. Again, working with a little bit of paint at a time. And these are going to be swirled in the exact same way. You can pick and choose where you put these colors. I recommend keeping your darker pinks towards the tops of your clouds because those are where your shadows are. And voila, you have created beautiful, fluffy pink clouds. That was our lesson on creating beautiful, fluffy clouds, But if you want to create the entire beautiful cosmic skies painting, you're going to find the full tutorial linked in the description below. If you're looking for any materials like canvas, brushes, or paint, that is also linked in the description below. We would also love to see how your clouds or painting turned out. Feel free to post on social media and don't forget to tag us at muse_paintbar so we can check them out. If you had a really fun time with this tutorial and want to see more from our channel, make sure you like and subscribe, leave some comments to know how we did, and with that, don't forget to always paint outside the lines.